Newton. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. They'll roll him out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On second down, Vick again. A screen to Bell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A good pickup there, 22.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Vick operating on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Bell. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Brandon, sometimes we give a lot of these running backs credit for being good receivers, and all they catch are swings and screens. Le'Veon Bell's a full member of the passing game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, whether he's spread out of the backfield or not.
No doubt he can catch it, coming off a career-high 85 receptions in 2017. Play action now. Vick. It fights him off. Being chased out left. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
Hey, let's go.
A second down throw for Vick. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On third down, Vick. Flush to his right. Throw left side, complete. It's Bell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now here's Vick, flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Bostic in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Vick. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's forced out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hunt. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Cordray Tankersley, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their route, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throwing, Vic. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Tyreek Hill on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. Chris Jones on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Newton now to throw. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Ndamukong Suh coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. 3rd and long, it's Newton. Going up top. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And taken at the 46. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And they'll have a short field to go as this drive starts at the 20. First down, Vick. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal. Vick to throw it. Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting to drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They fake the give. Newton rolling to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now, that play was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he gets it down to the 32. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now Hunt. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Throwing again, Vick on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking it about the 36. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On 3rd down, Newton. Being chased out left. It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Newton on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Nice.
First down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Buying time to his left. Airing it deep for Garcon. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Pierre Garcon, 77 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Hunt. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And an alley to run. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Jones in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. Forced out to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead no matter what. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, Vic. Flush to his right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No kick. This is caught inside the 5. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. A looming decision to make on the conversion down. They come up on 1st and goal. look to throw. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.